Today we're going to be talking about 5 things that I cannot believe Rockstar has not implemented in Red Dead Online. Now, these aren't things that are major updates like new roles or heists or anything that takes a lot of coding. Just 5 easy things that pretty much should already be in Red Dead Online, going on almost 2 years the game's been out. Howdy Cowpoke, Austin BMX here. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you're going to like this video, make sure to smash that like button. And if there's anything that you want to see implemented into the game that isn't already in the game, definitely let us know down in the comments. And of course, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. We also stream right here on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to be talking about 5 things that are not in this game yet that should already be in this game that should be pretty easy for the developers to implement. And the first thing is one thing that players have wanted since the beginning, and we've had a little bit of leaked information that it might have been coming with some files, and looking at the current state of Red Dead Online, it should be pretty easy to implement, and it's private lobbies. Private lobbies should be in this game just like other major Rockstar titles that allow players just to be in a game all by themselves in a lobby, invite just your friends into that lobby. Now, if we look at the current state of Red Dead Online, yes, the lobbies are really small, so it definitely should be pretty easy to implement them to be able to do this. There has been leaked data files way back in the day, I think like when the Frontier Pursuits updates first came out with the Bounty Hunter, Moonshot, or Collector and Trader role, that there were some files in there that had some wording of private lobbies, and everyone thought they were coming pretty soon, and we haven't got them. It's almost been a year now. I think they should implement private lobbies to allow large groups of friends to get in and just have fun playing the game and do stuff other than, you know, sell missions and stuff. Of course, it would work just like other major titles in Rockstar, where if you were in a private lobby, you wouldn't be able to do anything where, you know, other players are able to attack you, you know, like sell missions or probably even like pretty much anything, bounties or anything. But if they allowed us to have private lobbies just to roam around in the game, it would be fantastic. The second thing I don't know why is not in this game yet is the ability to have a second or even third character slot. Now that this is available in other Rockstar titles, and I don't know, we all spend lots of time ranking up our character, but it would be a lot of fun to go back and start all over with another character and not lose the ability to jump back into a higher ranked player if you would like to. Now, of course, there are ways around this. I'm not sure on PC if there's ways around it, but on console, I could do that if I want. I could create a secondary PlayStation account and have that on my main PlayStation and just load into that PlayStation account and have it, but I can't quickly switch back and forth. And I don't have anything at all. I do know, like, I always say, keep saying other Rockstar titles, but we are talking about GTA for the most part. I do know in GTA your secondary character does take over your money, I believe. So Rockstar wants us to buy gold, but they want us to spend gold to be able to buy gold because we make a lot of gold anyway. So the ability to have a second character that allows me to spend gold on another Outlaw Pass, second update for all the roles and all that, it would be so easy for them to just implement a second character slot and allow us to spend all this money and gold on a second character, but still be able to, you know, go back and forth and earn gold and money on either character. I don't know why that's not in the game. I'd love to have a female character in the game too, to be able to highlight and showcase some of the female character clothing and things like that. So this is one thing that I have no idea why Rockstar has not added into the game. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like a second character slot. It'd be fantastic, and it would allow Rockstar to have another outlet for us to spend our money in gold pretty freely, and then we'd, you know, either have to grind more gold or possibly even buy more gold to be able to keep both those characters updated with any new updates. So that's a no-brainer. The third thing that came to mind for me when I was thinking of this topic and wondering about logistical things like private lobbies, second character, is ability card loadouts. Now, I mention it all the time in my videos and on stream quite a lot when people ask me this question about ability cards. I am not ability card savvy, and it's mostly because I don't like switching ability cards. It's very cumbersome, especially if you're like need to do it quickly in a fight, and I don't really verse on ability cards that great, so I'd have to go in there and figure out where they are and get them all switched up right, and probably make a mistake and then just totally ruin my character build. But having the ability to have either 2 or even 3 ability card loadouts that you could quickly switch to, maybe even in the weapon wheel, if you could just, you know, because when you hit the weapon wheel and you hit triangle, I think, to go to your ability cards, maybe you could like hold triangle and then you know, scroll through a couple ability card loadouts, so you'd have like one ability card that's mainly set up for like hunting, and one that's set up for major defense, or one that's set up for major healing, depending on what you're doing in the game, would be fantastic. And it actually would, I would probably learn more about ability cards at that point, because then I want to set those up, because right now I just use whatever I think's okay, and they're not good. If you guys want some major good ability card information, definitely check out a couple of pretty awesome YouTubers like PvP Cat, or Hazard's got a couple of recent videos as well that have some great ability card information. But having those ability card loadouts would be fantastic and make it quick, easy switch to be able to, you know, determine what you're doing in the game and be able to set your character up for success with those ability cards, because there's so many combinations that trying to go in there and set one up on the fly, if you really need it, it may cause issues with another ability card, and then you're just making more worse for the wear with those ability cards. That's why I never even touch them, really. I set mine up a long time ago, and they're probably terrible. But yeah, so we need some ability card loadouts. That would make it a lot easier to be able to go in there and set up specific scenarios for like defense or healing or damage, whatever you're looking to do in the game, and you could quickly switch between those, and it'd be fantastic. So I don't know why this isn't in the game yet. It would be an easy implement. The things we're talking about today are easy things that Rockstar could do to enhance this game that shouldn't take much background coding at all, I don't think. So yeah, number 3, ability card loadouts. Let's get that in the game. So the first 3 we talked about was kind of more of logistical things. The next 2 I'm going to talk about are gameplay things that I cannot believe are not in the game yet. The first one is, well, the first one of those, but it's going to be number 4 in the video, is the horse fence. Now, the horse fence is in story mode. The horse fence is in the original tutorial for online, but then when you get into free roam, it's not there at all. There are horses everywhere in this game. You could capture them. You could actually do pretty good and tame them, but then you can't do anything at all with them. Why is the horse fence not in the game and give us the quick ability to just go sell a horse for $5? I mean, it is fair, not difficult, but it does take time to actually go catch a horse and tame it enough that you could actually ride it to the fence, to anywhere at all. But to be ability to ride that to a fence and sell it for $5 is not major, but it would be something easy to implement in this game that would give us something easy to do and something to pass the time when we're not doing something else. I don't know why that's not in the game yet. It seems like it was going to be in the game to start with, because we got our first original horse technically from a horse fence. We had to go steal some horses and bring them back to Clay and Clive, and then good old, I think Clay is the one, right? Or is it Clive? It's one of them brothers. Says, if you got any more horses, bring them to me. But he disappeared. I'm not sure if he got arrested and took off for a couple years and doesn't come back until story mode. He's like hiding in Tahiti or something, or over in Guarma. Who knows? But the horse fence would be an easy implementation in this game, and I don't know why Rockstar has not added that as of yet in Red Dead Online. The last thing I wanted to bring up in this video is something that people have wanted for so long, and we're going to be talking about it a little bit, but not in the large scale things, and it's robberies. Now, people definitely want heists, and I do believe heists are going to come to this game, but that, if we talk about a heist and how it works over in GTA, you know, it's a lot of setup. It's a pretty large, story-driven type event, right, that leads up to a final large event, and that's going to take some big coding, a lot of development to get those cutscenes and things like that into the game, and I do believe those will come at some point. I'm just talking about small robberies, maybe a bank or a train, and these can be implemented really easily inside of stranger missions if we look into them. Now, back, I think right around Frontier Pursuits update, maybe, I think that's when the jailbreak came out. That was a major new stranger mission that came. I don't think any new strangers actually came to the game during that time. The boy just gave us the ability, and I think Mama Watson also gives it to you, and I think Sean down in Blackwater gives you the ability to do a jailbreak. Now, when you implement this story or the stranger mission into the game, it just creates a small free roam event pretty much in a town nearby. Now, I don't know why we don't have this kind of thing for bank robberies or train robberies. If we went to a stranger mission and implemented this, like went to the boy and he said, hey, I got a bank robbery in Valentine for you. And all of a sudden, for the next 5 or 6 minutes, hopefully 12, so you get the most gold, you go to the bank and you rob the bank, and then you got to get away from the cops. It's not major, but it'd be something cool to do in the game. We also could do it with a train. I do know there are some bounties that happen on a train, regular bounties as well as Red-Bed Clemson. So even Red-Bed Clemson, that code could be easily turned into some kind of train robbery pretty easily, just with a couple of changes to that. I don't know why it's not in the game yet. It's been almost 2 years since this game has been out, and players have been wanting that forever. Easy robberies like that would be such an easy thing to add to this game and create a whole bunch of great gameplay that would actually make players pretty happy. Of course, there are a ton of other things that we definitely want in this game. I just picked the top 5 that came the quickest to me. If you guys want to see something else, then let me know down in the comments. I wasn't looking at major additions to the game. Like, I know we all want outlaw role or lawman role, or I mean, I want a rancher role. That's pretty huge. So let me know down in the comments if there's anything small in this game that you cannot believe hasn't already been added. That would be an easy fix. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Reddit Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.